Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Dan. For those of you who are new or don't know by now, I'm a guitar player. I've been playing guitar for about actually exactly 2 decades at this point. And yeah, I've done live shows. I've done a bunch of stuff. I play guitar here on YouTube. I try to break down by ear, first time listen, most of these songs that I don't know. And yeah, today we're going to be taking a look at Guilty Gear Strive, the final song until the DLC comes out. The other DLC characters. We're taking a look at the arcade credits theme. The last video we did was the story mode credits, and this one is in the name of heaven, in the name of heaven, however it's named. I just got a video loaded up, and we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna get right into it. So we're gonna take a listen. So yeah, so I haven't played the story mode or the arcade mode for Strive, so never heard these songs, but everybody said that these songs were great. Took a look at Talk About You last time, and that was a really good song. So we're gonna take a look at the last song, which is in the name of heaven. So let's go ahead and hit play.
Once there, everything comes through. I've heard of such a dream.
So immediately, really love this. Sounds like it's an electric, or it sounds like it's a steel string acoustic this time around. Okay, so we're kind of, it's almost the exact same as Talk About You. It's kind of setting up the same feel. Talk About You is a very power ballad, you know, type of song, and it's playing in. So it starts off like in D, at least that's what it sounds like to me. And we're getting pretty much a similar vibe to the Talk About You, which is the story mode credits, which is, you know, appropriate. They're both credit songs, so they're both gonna probably sound similar. I think Daisuke's done that before in the past. So let's keep going. Very awesome arpeggiation for those for the acoustic chords, though. Again, Naoki with his awesome voice. And then it's gonna, yeah. You can kind of tell when it comes to power ballads, when they do that, when you got the. Like, it tends to be a thing with power ballads that you would hear back in the day in like the 80s. They would finish their like their clean arpeggiated stuff, and then all of the stuff will just build up, and then you got the electric guitar and you got the chords kicking in, and it's gonna start like it does here. You got the right, which is great. It's a build up. It's to kind of take you from that soft spot. And then it's, now we're getting bigger, bigger, bigger. Boom. Hits you with something different. Hits you with the what we're going to be playing throughout most of the song. So let's back it up a little bit more. Because you got this nice, soft, pretty stuff going on. It almost sounds similar, actually. Yeah, actually, it does sound pretty similar to Talk About You. Let's see. Okay, so it kind of sounds like the beginning part is right, let's back it up a little bit. Okay, so it's kind of similar to Talk About You, which if you remember Talk About You was something like... Very similar and very cool. It's, again, you've got the power ballad. Power ballads usually have these big... Sometimes you got chugged chords, but a lot of the times it's these big... Right, you got that usually a lot, but yeah, really cool.
I wonder how far.
So yeah, we're right in D. The only thing that I have to say about it is that the guitars are a little bit difficult to pick out. Then again, I'm using my studio monitors and not actual, like, headphones. Yeah, and then we'll usually stop. Usually this is gonna happen right before, like, a solo or build up to a solo section. I've listened to, okay, so before we get into the solo, I've listened to so many songs from the 80s. I've listened to so many power ballads, so many ballad songs, that, like, it's basically a formula. Like, that's why I could tell that a solo was coming, is that usually you'll have the heavy part end, it'll go back to the clean part to remind you, hey, this is supposed to be a love song or something, right? It's supposed to be some sort of song that makes you feel kind of sad, right? It's a ballad. And then, boom, we get right back into the heavy chords, like after a couple bars, and solo. That's kind of typically how power ballads are structured. But, so like what I was saying earlier, is that it's a little bit hard to pick out some of the guitars, mainly because it's, I don't know if it's just the quality here. I know it's high quality, but YouTube compression screws music, like, most of the time, and I don't have the soundtrack, like the physical soundtrack, or not physical, but I don't have the high quality versions on me. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to pick out the guitars, but generally it sounds like, right? It's like D, and then C, yeah, D, C, yeah. Or no, that's not C, but I suck. F. That's F. But yeah, no, it's so far great, but let's, it is kind of a little bit difficult to pick out. If I wanted to, I would actually sit here with headphones and be doing this the entire time just to hear it. And that's kind of like a problem with some of the Strive music, is that it's sometimes difficult to pick out because the guitars are mixed in kind of a muddy way. And that's usually because of the tone that they go for. But, you know, it fits the song. It sounds great so far. So here we go. Let's go back. Okay, yeah. A little bit shreddy, a little bluesy. Now we're getting into Blaze Blue. This sounds kind of Blaze Blue. Nice. Tie it back into the main riff, the main chorus. Okay. I love it. There's little guitar melodies going on underneath the chords. Like, you can hear it just a little bit. You got like right? You've got things that are playing it's playing around there, and it's like these little melodies that are going underneath the vocal melody, as well as the rhythm guitars. I really like that. That's cool. Like you can hear it. Oh, you got strings right there. Yeah, so at this point we have everything that's just playing at once because we're getting close to the end of the song, right? Yep, we're getting close to the end. I love the addition of the strings. Again, very Blaze Blue thing to do. Oh, okay, we switched? This is what power ballads do. Now you got the guitar. Like, I like it. I like it. The very end, this last few bars here, when they switch up, when they go up from here, right? Okay, this is a great song. Oh my god. For these two songs being power ballady, these I like them. They're super fun. Just because it hits all the right notes. I guess I have to make a pun, right? But it hits everything just right. Exactly what you want from a song like this. Like at the very end, usually when they go up, usually you'll have this. They'll usually go up like a whole step. So they'll go from usually they'll move it up, but he moved it up to what sounds like the right, and then you have the guitars that are just and that's usually how some power ballads, like if you listen, I believe one of the songs that does it, and I'm thinking about this from memory, would be like Silent Lucidity. As far as I remember, I know that it goes into like some guitar stuff after being, you know, acoustic for a long time. You have electric stuff, and at the very end, it kind of all just becomes this big wall of sound. You know, everything is building up and building up and building up, and then it just ends on a silent, you know, it just ends, you know, pulls everything back, and you got just guitar or something that ends the song. But yeah, I love it. This song is great. I love Daisuke. Daisuke he always does such a good job, you know. And this song, I love it. It's kind of hard to make me hate a power ballad unless it's even the overplayed stuff. Like even overplayed power ballad stuff or ballads in general, you know, I know the most overplayed one is like Every Rose Has Its Thorn, the Poison song. But it's hard to make me hate those songs, right? Even if they're overplayed. But yeah, no, that's probably it. These songs, you know, they're pretty straightforward. There isn't a whole lot of, it's not like the other songs in the soundtrack where they're super intricate. These songs are supposed to be straightforward to the point, and they're supposed to, you know, make you feel a certain way. It makes it feel like this is the end, you know. It's supposed to be sad, it's supposed to be happy, it's supposed to be all that good stuff. And yeah, Daisuke did a really good job. Daisuke and the people who performed the people who performed on the album, Naoki, the guitar players, you know, Daisuke, everybody who was involved in this just did a fantastic job with Strive's soundtrack. And I can't wait to see the other DLC characters and what their themes are going to be like, because, yeah, this song kicked ass, and pretty much the entire soundtrack kicks ass, so it's very solid. it's a very solid like 8 out of 10, for me. So yeah, with that, I think that's it. Next song is going to be a song from the Overture soundtrack. And after we do that, I might start with some Final Fantasy. With some Final Fantasy 14. Some people said the twinning, and or twining, however you want to say it. I'm pretty sure it's the first one. I will definitely be looking at that one after the overture, after the next overture track. So definitely look out for that. I do want to start looking at FF14 because a bunch of people have said that it's just flooded with guitar music. So that's right up my alley. And I've been a fan of Final Fantasy and its music for a long ass time. Battle on the Big Bridge, Little Battle on Big Bridge, like that's one of my favorite battle themes of all time. Final Fantasy X soundtrack is fucking awesome. I love that soundtrack. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm Dan. This is HurtboxTV. Like the video if you did, do all that stuff. Leave stuff down in the description, like what other songs you want me to take a look at. Preferably stuff that's guitar related, though I probably won't discriminate, even if it doesn't have very much or any guitar at all. And you can go to the Teespring store, pick up some merch. Patreon if you want to get these videos about 12 hours to a day-ish early. And you get your name in the credits of each at the end card. You'll get put in the Patreon supporter list. And that's pretty much it. There's all the ways to support are down below, including the water bottle, all that good stuff. But anyway, thank you all for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.